Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at two very popular Western Mountaineering sleeping bag models. Both of these bags blur the line between three-season and winter sleeping bags. On the left, we have the Badger. It's rated to 15 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 10 degrees Celsius. And on the right, we have the Versalite. It's rated to 10 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 12 degrees Celsius. Okay, so the Versalite comes from Western Mountaineering's Extreme Light series of sleeping bags. This outer shell material is an extremely light nylon. It weighs about 0.9 ounces per square yard. In this 6-foot model, it only weighs 2 pounds. This bag's total weight is 2 pounds. Now the Badger, it's not offered in the Extreme Light fabric, but rather it's offered in a microfiber fabric and a Gore windstopper fabric. Now, new for 2025, Western Mountaineering is replacing the Gore windstopper fabric, which is what this one is. The new fabric is called Storm Shield. And from what I can tell, for one thing, is it's a lot lighter than the Gore windstopper. From what I could see from the specifications, bags made with the Storm Shield fabric are only a couple ounces heavier than those made with a microfiber fabric. So for a little while, you'll be able to continue purchasing the Badger in a Gore windstopper version, or the new Storm Shield, or the already existing microfiber outer shell fabric. So I recently had an opportunity to sleep in this bag, which belongs to Western Mountaineering, and I'm getting ready to send it back to them. This kept me warm at 10 below 0 Fahrenheit. It was actually 9.5 below Fahrenheit, and all I did was added a wool sweater and some down socks to my usual sleepwear, and this thing was incredibly warm, incredibly comfortable. Now this bag is my son's. I own one as well, but mine's a 7-foot one with overfill. This one's just got standard fill. It happens to be a 6'6" version. This is a 6-foot version, but all the specs I give you are going to be in the 6-foot version. So we'll just pretend for a minute that this is a 6-foot model. Now the Versalite will keep you warm at 10 degrees Fahrenheit with 20 ounces of Western Mountaineering's 850 plus fill power goose down. The Badger will keep you warm to 15 degrees Fahrenheit, but it takes it 23 ounces to do it with. And I'm going to show you why. In the 6-foot version, the Badger has a shoulder circumference of 65 inches. In the 6-foot version of the Versalite, it has a shoulder circumference of 62 inches. So there's 3 greater inches of girth in the shoulders in this Badger. As you move down to the waist section, the 6-foot version of this bag has a 56-inch waist circumference. The Versalite has a 53-inch waist circumference. So once again, 3 inches greater in circumference on the Badger. And down at the foot box section, they're both 39 inches. So what I see here is that Western Mountaineering had to take an additional 3 ounces of down to fill this bag because of the extra 3 inches of material and baffling and width, and just overall size of the bag. It required 3 more ounces of down to fill that area, and it doesn't have quite as much loft as the Versalite. Now the Versalite is listed as 6.5 inches of loft, and the Badger's listed at 6 inches of loft. And no doubt Western Mountaineering uses a 1/2 inch taller baffling material when they construct the Versalite. And I can see it here. I mean, this is a good 6 inches tall, and this is a good 6.5 inches tall. It's just a little bit taller than the Badger. Now the Badger's got all that extra room, but if you're a small person like me, that can equal cold spots. And so there's really 2 reasons why this Versalite is a warmer bag, even though it has 3 less ounces of down in it than this bag. This is a closer fitting, more efficiently designed sleeping bag. It holds that down closer to your body so your body doesn't have to warm up all that dead air space in there. And it's a 1/2 inch taller in loft. So usually a 1/2 inch taller in loft and a down sleeping bag equates to about 5-degree lower rating. So it's already, in my opinion, got enough more loft to justify a 5-degree colder rating than this bag. And then on top of that, it's closer fitting. It's more efficiently designed to hug the body. Now, that is not going to be the case if you're a larger person. If you're a big, broad-shouldered, heavier person, you may need that extra space that the Badger provides. Now, like I said, I recently got an opportunity to sleep in this with just the addition of a couple of clothing items. I slept very comfortably at 9.5 below Fahrenheit in this bag. And I was really comfortable in it. I was surprised that the 53 in the waist didn't bother me at all, where normally I start to complain about not having enough room in the knee area. But this bag was plenty big for me. I also slept in my Badger Gore Windstopper. I slept at 10 degrees in it last week, and I was just uber comfortable. So there's no doubt, personal experience, both of these bags hold up to their ratings big time, and it doesn't take much to push it down further. But I have noticed the coldest I've slept in my Badger is 4 degrees. And at 4 degrees, it started getting kind of cool because there's just a lot of dead air space along the sides that, quite frankly, I don't need, but I like it nonetheless. In my assessment, this is easily a 5-degree colder rated bag than this. I found it quite easy to go below 0 Fahrenheit in this, whereas below 0 Fahrenheit in this, I'd have to kind of tuck up the extra space of the bag and pull it towards me to try to minimize that interior space, and that's a hassle to do in the middle of the night when you're trying to sleep. Okay, as far as weight goes, this is a 2-pound bag in a 6-foot version. Now, if you buy the Badger in a 6-foot version with the Gore Windstopper outer shell, it's going to weigh 2 pounds 13 ounces. A little more than 3/4 pound heavier bag just to get a little extra space and to get this Gore Windstopper outer shell material. Now, if you purchase this in the microfiber version, it's going to weigh 2 pounds 6 ounces. So 6 ounces more than this bag to get a wider bag in the microfiber version. But the new Storm Shield, looking at the specs on that, a 6-foot Storm Shield Badger only weighs 2 pounds 8 ounces. So it only weighs 2 ounces more than the microfiber version of the Badger and a full 5 ounces less than this Gore Windstopper version of the Badger. So, in summation, you got options with the Badger. And right now, through, certainly a good part of 2025, you're going to see these still available as the stock diminishes and eventually runs out. You can get the Badger in a Gore Windstopper. You can get it in the new Storm Shield fabric, and you can also get it in a microfiber version. And the Versalite is only available in this extreme light fabric. This thing is one of the lightest, warmest sleeping bags on the planet. Having been allowed to play with this Versalite and actually sleep in it in some cold conditions, I'm just sold on this bag. I mean, I quite honestly don't know why I never got one. This is a super bag, and I can easily see why it's so incredibly popular. But the Badger is really popular too. And one thing that this Badger does provide with that extra room is room for layering. It's really easy to take this down lower than its rating. If you added on some down pants and a light down jacket, man, this thing can take it down to 0 and below pretty easily. Full sweater. So if you're an average size or lean person, plenty of room to layer up. And if you're a larger person, there's plenty of room for you to be in here and sleep comfortably. So, you know, if you're watching this video, quite likely you're looking at purchasing a bag like this. I just hope that this little comparison might help you to be able to make a more informed final decision. You really can't go wrong with either of them. I've been super honored to be able to use and check out this bag. I mean, the more I touch it, the more I hold it, the more I'm marveled by it. Yeah, super impressed with this bag. But my Badger Gore Windstopper, it was the first Western Mountaineering sleeping bag I've ever slept in, and I was just floored by how incredibly comfortable this bag is. So you can't go wrong with either of them. This one's lighter and warmer and more compressible. And if you're moving light and fast, I'd be looking real hard at this. The Badger is still a very lightweight, compressible bag. It gives you a little more room, a little more comfort to move around in. So if you like this little comparison between the Western Mountaineering Badger and the Western Mountaineering Versalite, please click like and subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate that. I'll continue making more gear reviews, product comparison, take you winter camping with me, and more. So until next video, stay safe out there and have fun.